back to my YouTube channel, Books to Big Screen, the channel where we explore some of the best novels that need to be turned into a blockbuster movie. I'm your host, Jaleesa, and today we're diving into, you know it, Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley. And we're making a case for why this novel, I should say powerful novel, should be turned into a movie and have film adaptation. For those that don't know or who haven't read the book, it's about this 18-year-old girl, Donis. She's a biracial person who is an enrolled tribal member, and she witnesses a shocking murder that leads into her getting entangled in an FBI investigation. And let me tell you, it's not one of those like thriller movies that like they state thriller, but it isn't. Like this one, it dives deep into Ojibwe culture and tackles complex themes and then the plot twist is like, oh my days, like if like there's a plot twist like every two chapters in this, like then our protagonist Donis, who by the way I think is super smart and intelligent, resourceful, she investigates her life in Michigan. She has her hockey gear on one hand and her traditional Ojibwe teachings on the other. And in my opinion, I think it's like Nancy Drew Pocahontas, but with a sharper edge and a deadlier secret to uncover, and better, much better in the Pocahontas area. But like, if you imagine it, couldn't you see the trailer? Because I could. First up, the plot. The plot is incredibly gripping. But as I said recently, it dives into Ojibwe culture, crime, and drugs on the indigenous community. Because have you ever heard of a blanket party? Because I haven't until I read this book, and no spoilers, but it's crazy. Like, could you imagine such a thing happens? But, and that's only at the beginning. The themes are also very relevant in today's society, like justice, community, and identity. We also see Donis, who struggles with being caught between two worlds with her white upbringing and her Native American upbringing. It's a story about finding who you belong, and I feel like it's something everybody could relate to. But if you want like a love story thriller, but this, if you see Donis and Jamie's romance, like they will give you all the feels. It's like a relationship roller coaster, but like it's one you want to know. On a more serious note, this movie will educate you and it will show us some of the problems that have passed and continue to get like shoved under the rug, and how like polices don't pay attention to some of these problems. The novel also dives deep into Ojibwe traditions, languages, and spirituality. It offers a chance to bring true, authentic indigenous representation to screen that, in my opinion, we don't really get a chance to see in our day to day lives, as this wouldn't be just a movie. It would be a chance to educate, inspire audience about rich culture that often gets overlooked, because that's not in a lot of these movies these days. But for casting, I would imagine someone as Debra Jacobs as Donis, couldn't you? She has amazing talent and her presence to bring such a complex character to life, she could do it. And for Jamie, I'm thinking someone like Forrest Goodluck, because he would be fantastic. Because I know I don't got money for everything else. I got money for this. I got money for this. Casting wouldn't be all though. About the climax, no spoils again, but let's just say that final act, like a riding roller coaster in the dark. It's action packed and emotionally charged, providing a satisfying conclusion that would leave viewers reflecting after this, like after credits when you drive home. But to wrap up, Firekeeper's Daughter, rich culture, deep and emotional character relationships. It's a story that not only entertains but will educate. Hollywood, if you're listening, bring this to a big screen. That's all I could say, literally. That's all the time we do have for today. And to my listeners that haven't read The Firekeeper's Daughter yet, what are you doing? And what are you waiting for? Dive in before the movie spoilers hit, before that trailer comes out, And that's for today's episode of Books to Big Screen. Keep reading, pushing for these books to become movie adaptations.
Every way, the beds are singing, it's a pretty song.